All right, guys, I'm just going to wrap this up and I want to talk about a couple more things. I'm not crying, my eyes are just tired. So, anyways, all is good. I had a call today that somebody needed help with Christmas, and I was like, okay, use this resource for that. And then, you know, what I'm trying to say, ladies, is don't be afraid to ask for help. Um, I had a situation where somebody was super nice to me. I said, this is what's going on. I could use help with this. They're like, of course. Of course, yes. Of course we can help you. Of course people have needs. And then my hours, I lost, what, 3 days now of work? Plus my hours were cut. Plus, I didn't work Sunday night. So, this is not on me, guys. The jobs are the hardest over here to get and to keep working. So, over at the other place, the Chinese place had slowed down. So, last night she said, Melissa, I'll try to give you work again. And so I went to an interview, and then I had called somebody, got back to someone today about another interview. So you have to stay on your feet. And this other church was really being awful to me in emails. And I said, look, she's like, well, we don't see a real good financial plan in order. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't you ask? Why don't you ask? Fuck you, basically. And I said, this is what happened, and now my van broke. My brake pads are going. Is that because I didn't plan it? So again, guys, push back, because you have people who have the money and they keep it for themselves instead of that money going to where the church collects it for people, and they want it to go to help people. So push back on it and be like, you want to tell me how this happens? And I said, let's see. I said to one person, I said, let's see you go through what I went through and see how you do. Let's see you get no alimony. Let's see you, if you're homeless, and see how you do. Do not be afraid to give it back, guys, because really budgeting is just about numbers. That's all it is. You have people all the time who are like, well, we can't afford this and we can't afford that, but wait, we want this and we can afford this. And there's a lot of churches in debt, and they definitely have money for what they want. So push hard, ladies. Have your kids. They are well worth it. And use all the resources at your fingertips. Because I had talked to someone else, and they're like, this was earlier today. I said, do you do this? And they're like, well, if we help people, it just enables them. And what are you enabling with? You get a van that the vehicle's broken down. What are you enabling? So they give money to these shelters that have a really bad reputation. They just medicate people, and they really don't help people. So